Drink, Menon commanded. Liu hesitated, then lifted the cup. The steam rose, carrying that earthy, grounding scent. He took a sip. The bitterness of the dark chocolate hit his tongue, followed by the subtle sweetness of the unrefined cane sugar. It was a shock to the system, a reminder of warmth and pleasure in a room cold with death. "It is good," Liu whispered. "Very complex." "It is civilization," Menon said, leaning forward. "This is what we burn. Not just cities. We burn the trade routes. We burn the farmers in Peru who ship this to us. We burn the supply chain that brings a luxury product from the other side of the world to a bunker in Kathmandu. We burn the taste of things." Menon took a sip of his own Nortisur. The flavor was robust, coating his throat, clearing the metallic taste of fear. "Call your chairman," Menon said softly. "Tell him the Indian ABM shield is active. Tell him we have the S-400s tracking the warhead. If we intercept it, you have a way out. You can claim it was a test, a malfunction. You can save face." "And if you miss?" Liu asked. "Then we both finish this drink," Menon said, "and then we die." The shield of Vishnu High, above the Siliguri corridor, the radar of the S-400 Triumph battery at Hasimara Air Force Station, was screaming. "Target acquired," the battery commander shouted. "Mach 8, terminal phase, it's maneuvering." The DF-26 was a hypersonic glide vehicle, HGV, in its final stage. It didn't fall like a stone. It skipped on the atmosphere like a flat rock on a pond, making it incredibly difficult to intercept. "Launch authorized," the commander yelled. "Fire the 40N6E, salvo of 4." The ground shook as the massive tubes of the S-400 Erector launchers elevated. 4 missiles roared into the sky, riding pillars of white fire. They were the fastest interceptors in the world, capable of reaching the edge of space. But this was a math problem. A bullet hitting a bullet. In the command center in Delhi, the Prime Minister watched the big screen. The blue lines, interceptors, were racing toward the red line, nuclear warhead. "Time to intercept. 30 seconds. The aide counted down. The Prime Minister's hand rested on the black football, the communications suitcase that linked him to the Strategic Forces Command. The card with the launch codes was already in his hand. "If it detonates," the PM said, his voice terrifyingly calm, "authorize the Arihant." The flash in the sky above Bhutan, the physics of collision took over. The lead S-400 interceptors seek ahead, locked onto the heat signature of the incoming warhead. The Chinese missile jinked left, pulling 10 Gs. The Russian-made, Indian-operated interceptor matched the turn, its thrust-vectoring nozzles screaming. They met at 40 kilometers altitude. There was a flash, not the blinding, sun-like flash of a nuclear detonation, but the sharp, brief spark of a conventional high-explosive fragmentation warhead shredding metal. The nuclear core of the DF-26 was not armed to detonate on contact. It was set for a specific altitude. The kinetic impact shattered the casing, destroying the delicate firing mechanism. The plutonium pit, the deadliest object ever created by man, became nothing more than a heavy radioactive rock falling through the sky. "Interception confirmed," the voice roared in the Kathmandu bunker. "Target destroyed. No detonation. Repeat, no detonation." Menon let out a breath that felt like it contained his soul. He looked at Liu. The Chinese vice minister was trembling. He set the cup of cocoa down. The dark liquid rippled. "It was a test," Liu said, his voice shaky but reciting the script Menon had given him. "A malfunction of the telemetry. We will issue a statement." "Do that," Menon said. He picked up his cup of Nortisur. It was still warm. He drank it to the dregs. The sediment at the bottom tasted like earth, like survival.